just like to join in with my Eastern European brethren, especially a couple of those blondes, and that one right there specifically, in celebrating the National Day of Unity. What do they call it down there? Yes, a Day of Unity in Ukraine, because if you guys remember, all the accounts were pointing that February 16th was supposed to be Russian Invasion Day. Well, nothing like that happened. Okay, and instead, yeah, Vladimir Zelensky, okay, the president of the Ukraine, just held a big fucking rally in Kiev, just showing that, yeah, guess what? We're just going to go ahead and we're all just going to be in unity. Feel free to come on down, and God bless those Eastern European women, man. But yeah, a big old fucking dud, kind of like this administration, and what a tonal shift. So they were wrong on that. The White House, Biden, whatever the fuck, whoever's pulling the strings down there, they were totally wrong when it came to the Russian invasion. Oh, it's definitely gonna happen. What's your evidence on that? We said it was gonna happen. Can you point to anything? We said it. Shut up. Stop asking questions. Well, it didn't fucking pan out. Okay. Oh, but they're sending more troops to the border in Ukraine. Yeah, it still ain't gonna fucking happen. Whatever, dude. How about you talk about the fact that while your current boss was vice president under the previous administration, he was out there actively supporting active spying campaign on your predecessor? How about that? Nope. Oh, you don't want to do that. Oh, okay, cool. It's still an ongoing investigation. Or is it fringe, or is it a far-right allegation made up by just a bunch of people who have no inside knowledge? Oh, wait, it's a special prosecutor from the Department of Justice and somebody who has access to all of the relevant information making these claims. Oh, yeah, no, we're just not going to talk about it at all. White House, Hillary Clinton declined to comment on Durham allegations. Actually, we have some communications from Hillary Clinton specifically, but this is from the White House, okay? A White House spokesperson on Monday declined to comment on special counsel John Durham's allegations that Hillary Clinton's 2016 campaign and the DNC spied on former President Donald Trump's residence and the White House when he was in office in order to bring a narrative to federal government agencies linking him to Russia. Deputy Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre was asked 3 times at a press briefing by Fox News correspondent Jackie Heinrich, sure. Jackie Heinrich, I'd imagine, maybe, I don't know, they're being sexisms. Answer questions regarding the allegations, but each time the White House spokesperson referred to the Department of Justice. Well, you're the spokesperson for the entire administration. Shouldn't you just fucking answer the questions? Does the president have any concerns about a candidate for president using computer experts to infiltrate computer systems of competing candidates, or even the president-elect for the goal of creating a narrative? Heinrich asked. Very, very pointed question. Interesting hypothetical you bring up. That's something I can't speak to from this podium, so I'll refer you to the Department of Justice, Jean-Pierre initially answered. Is what's being described in the report monitoring internet traffic? Is that spying? Heinrich then asked, which Jean-Pierre responded, again, I can't speak to that report. I refer you to the Department of Justice. What report are we talking about here? It seems like these are just questions without specific direction, okay? They say report, okay? But unless some context is being left out of these questions, this isn't just a specific line there. It seems like somebody might know a little bit more than they're leading on, which is totally out of character for this administration, don't you agree? Trying again to get an answer, Heinrich continued, generally speaking, though, would monitoring internet traffic be, but was cut off mid-sentence by Jean-Pierre, who replied, Jackie, my answer's not going to change. I will refer you to the Department of Justice. Then why the fuck are you up there, okay? That is, or at least it should be, topic number 1. If you guys aren't going to address this directly, if you're just going to think that it's eventually going to go away because you aren't going to talk about it, really doesn't seem like it, because even your friends and legacy media are starting to turn on you, okay? I don't know, every once in a while, the Wall Street Journal is just kind of a little bit fucked, okay? They like to take on alt media and content creators on YouTube, okay? And they just like to smear people every once in a while, but they're not bad sometimes on some things, okay? But even they're picking up these allegations from this, even just the early findings of the Durham Report. Because you remember, this isn't the full report that's out there, and we don't know exactly everything that's gone on. But what's been concrete in the findings released and the filings filed, for lack of better terminology, is that Trump was spied on at Trump Tower and in the White House, okay? They couldn't find anything all that substantial, okay? Michael Sussman, who was doing the surveillance on it, okay? They were trying to figure out how they could link Trump to Russia. Oh, somebody was using Russian phones on a Wi-Fi network close to the White House. And then that ended up becoming nothing. But they still ran with the fact that there was Russian intelligence in the vicinity of the White House. Cool. It's just you're not based in reality on this one, so... What was a Wall Street Journal talking about? Recent John Durham court filings suggest Hillary Clinton's campaign associates spied on Donald Trump's campaign and protected White House communications, Wall Street Journal declared Monday. After ignoring for 48 hours a tantalizing development in one of the largest political scandals in the past 10 years, the Journal's editorial board highlighted Durham's court disclosures that indicate evidence of a scandal that requires investigation under oath. The Journal also slammed the establishment media for ignoring allegations that may prove Trump's alarm of foul play was actually correct. Wow, imagine that. Something else that Trump was right on. What else could he have been right on that we can't discuss on the platform? The alleged spying for a political purpose involves former Clinton campaign lawyer Michael Sussman, who is charged with lying to the FBI about not working for Clinton's campaign. Things could get worse for this motherfucker. Sussman allegedly conveyed data to the CIA, different alphabet agency, which is just as corrupt and evil, that suggested Trump was somehow involved in a Russia hoax, according to the New York Times. I don't know, take your pick out of those three institutions, the FBI, the CIA, or the New York Times, as to what is more reputable or which is more corrupt, whatever's easier for you to determine. Sussman is also suspected of having a conflict of interest involving Latham and Watkins LLP, which is also mixed up in Durham's investigation. Might have read something about that, but I'm not entirely sure. White House communications are supposed to be secure, and the notion that any contractor, much less one with ties to a presidential campaign, could access them is alarming enough, the Journal wrote. The implications that the data was exploited for a political purpose is a scandal that requires investigation under oath. The disclosures raise troubling questions far beyond the Sussman indictment. How long did the snooping last, and who had access to what was found? Who approved the access to the White House data, and who at the FBI and the White House knew about it? Were Mrs. Clinton and senior campaign aides personally aware of the data trolling operation? Mr. Durham's revelations take the 2016 collusion scam well beyond the Steele dossier, which was based, there's nothing has there, on the unvetted claims that Russian emerge, maybe I'm not cultured enough to have been acquainted with that term, working in Washington. Those claims and Sussman's assertions were channeled to the highest level of government via contracts at the FBI, CIA, and State Department. They became fodder for secret and unjustified warrants against a former Trump campaign official, the latter for Robert Mueller's 2-year mole hunt that turned up nothing at all, no evidence of collusion. Along the way, the Clinton campaign fed those bogus claims and willing and gullible media. And Adam Schiff, who still has the documents somewhere with his crazy fucking eyes. And now we know its operatives used private tech researchers to monitor White House communications. If you made this up, you'd be laughed out of a Netflix story pitch. Well, yeah, have you seen the shit that they've been peddling out lately? It's fucking garbage anyway, so this will be right up their fucking alley. But the unfolding information underscores the Russia collusion story was one of the dirtiest tricks in U.S. political history, the Journal continued, while noting it remains unclear where Durham's probe is going next. Exactly, and if they start releasing anything more concrete in regards to Hillary Clinton, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to say this right now. John Durham didn't kill himself before the report gets unveiled, okay? Because now Hillary Clinton is directly cast her very safe and not murderous glare upon Durham. And she has broken her silence on what she is deeming a fake scandal. And if anybody is an expert as to what a fake scandal could be, it's Hillary Clinton. know what she deems a fake scandal. She's just, you know, very much involved in creating scandals that she would later deem as fake. Oh, and that's even what New York Post writes here. If anyone knows scandals, it's Hillary Clinton based, and Godspeed to Mark Moore. Because I don't know what causes more suicides every year, jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge or saying that you have evidence that would lead to the arrest of Hillary Clinton. The former First Lady, Senator, Secretary of State, and two-time Democrat presidential loser, finally responded Wednesday to the last week's court filing by special counsel John Durham, alleging that her 2016 presidential campaign paid for computer research to link then-candidate Donald Trump to Russia. Is she going to double down on Russiagate? I haven't read this tweet yet that they've captioned. I know I've seen a tweet, but I haven't read any of it. So, Trump and Fox are desperately spinning up a fake scandal to distract from the real ones. Okay, so it's a day that ends in Y. The more his misdeeds are exposed, the more they lie. What are you talking about? Deflection, thy name is Clinton. For those who are interested in reality, here comes a line of bullshit. Just saying, whenever anybody wants to try to preface that now I'm telling you the truth, what's coming up next is going to be absolute, utter, uncut, 100% pure bullshit. Here's a good debunking of their latest nonsense, she concluded the post, attaching a link to a Vanity Fair article titled, "You'll Never Believe It, but Hillary Clinton did not, in fact, spy on Trump's White House." Oh my god, you got fact-checked by Vanity Fair. Libs owned. Clinton broke her silence one day after she ignored questions from the Post about Durham's claims after she and her daughter Chelsea were out at a Queens restaurant. Durham filed court papers Friday in which he alleged that a Clinton campaign lawyer enlisted a tech executive to help mine internet data and locations, including Trump Tower and the White House, to establish an interference and narrative tying then-candidate Trump to Russia. And again, if you want to just, add a little bit more as to Clinton being the one attached to Russia as opposed to Trump being the one attached to Russia, all you need to do is just take a look at the letter that was released by Ratcliffe, okay? The former Director of National Intelligence, John Ratcliffe, another motherfucker who has all the goddamn documents. He was the one who said Hillary Clinton was the one colluding with Russia. So, I don't know, man. This has been out in the ether for a minute, but hey, was that really addressing the situation, or was that just deflecting? It's like, no, I didn't do anything corrupt. You should go and take a look at what my other friends are saying, that the other guy, that Orange Man, is still bad and he's still lying about all this stuff. Shut up or you'll fucking end up dead. Done it before and I'll do it again. We'll see where this goes, because the White House can only ignore this for so long, and Hillary Clinton, man, she's begging. She is just rattling her old bones. I don't know if she's doing fucking push-ups in the basement or doing step-ups on the back of little Haitian children in her basement in order to start training up for 2024, but she's gonna give it the old fucking college try, especially if old Uncle Joe just decides in 2023 that, oh gosh, I'm just deciding that now all of a sudden my fucking marbles aren't up here and I'm just not quite ready to go again. Wait for that announcement to show up after he gets BTFO'd in 2022. Just saying, it might be likely, okay? Because the last time that he said, I'm going to run for a second term if my health allows it. Well, Hillary Clinton knows a thing or two about scandals, and she could pay tech support workers. She could probably pay a couple of people with arsenic-tipped umbrellas to walk next to old Uncle Joe. Just saying. Not hoping for it. And just, you know what, hey, just mark me down for that one. With that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. Why don't you follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.